And obviously today I want to kind of get to know your background a little bit because it's very interesting. You just told me your grandfather used to sell Bibles in Iran.
Well, he worked for the Iranian Bible Society.
Iranian Bible Society in 1979, you said?
Yeah, 1979 to 1980.
Okay, so that's post-revolution.
Yeah, immediately
Then
before.
you used to live in Pakistan, and you went to school in Pakistan.
Well, I was born in Pakistan.
And did you go to school there? Or?
No, I was. We left during the Gulf War.
Okay.
My parents were accused of the crime of proselytizing, giving a Bible to a Muslim, and then we came back from overseas to Toronto, where my parents lived, and then a year after that went out, and for a very short stint of my childhood, we were in Jordan, in the Middle East.
How long was that?
Between is it like in the 90s for a few years.
You're young, so how old were you at that time?
Oh, I was quite young. We came back when I was like 6 or 7.
Do you have any memories of?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And I went back after I graduated high school. I went back and worked more rurally. I worked with Bedouin, whereas when I was really young, we were in Amman, which was much more of the city. But when I went back after I graduated high school, I did some work with a Bedouin in an area just north of Aqaba.
So tell me about your family lineage. Like, your father, my pastor, Dudley Rutherford, his father was a pastor, his uncles were all pastors, his brothers were all pastors, like everybody was and Biola University or APU or Ozark or all this other stuff. The way you were breaking things down with Billy was very obvious. You've been, taught the right way, you went to the school, but tell me about the family lineage.
Yeah, so my dad is a pastor, he was a missionary, was a pastor, he's retired now. Not a long lineage necessarily of pastors, but my middle name is Livingstone. And my dad's name is Livingstone, and that's the family name going back to a guy named David Livingstone, who was a missionary, who was the first, I believe, European to go into Central Africa. So, and we're related to him. So since there was because I believe it was his niece married outside of the family, the firstborn male since then has been named Livingstone. So my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather. But it's my middle name, and it's my son's middle name as well.
Very cool.
Yeah. So there's a lineage going back into like the heritage of Christian ministry and missionaries, going back that far. And then, so.
How did you go on a mission ever yourself or no?
By myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done some trips. When I was in Jordan, I was working, doing that kind of stuff. I've done some short-term mission trips to
as an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just after I graduated high school, like between high school and going to university, I had a couple trips. Was in Rwanda, was in Mexico, and I was quite a bit younger. But yeah.
Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.